The purpose of this video is just to document my learning process. Recently, I'm learning some data mining techniques and statistical analysis techniques, and now I'm learning the most basic model, machine learning model, KNN. KNN. It stands for K nearest neighbor. First I want to try to remind myself what machine learning is. Machine learning is that our machine use the labeled data or not labeled data, known data to learn the rule. For example, KNN is a very simple machine learning model. What is a principle? The principle is that, for example, here is a xy axis. For example, the axes can be height and the y axis can be weight. Now we have a set of labeled data. For example, there are a lot of triangle, and here's a lot of circles. How do I decide which these entities, whether it's a triangle or a circle? We use two parameters, not two features. We use two features: height and weight. Height and weight. So you see, obviously there are two different sets of labels. Okay, so this is data. Now here comes a new individual. For example, this one. Let's use this question mark to present this new individual. So now we are going to predict whether this new individual a triangle or a circle. Triangle or circle. So how can we judge? How can we predict its label? One machine learning model using is KNN, K nearest neighbor. But first we have to decide like a K value. Which K value do we want? Maybe let's use just 2. Use a random 2, right? But in fact, I think in reality, when we choose the K value, we either use some rule of thumb. Rule of thumb is like a square of n, or we just like try different K values, and then to see, okay, which one has the smallest testing error, and which one has the training error. Normally, training errors doesn't tell too much things, but the testing errors can tell you a lot of things. Okay, now so let's try to find out this individual. So I have chosen 2. So then we calculate the Euclidean distance of the Euclidean distance from this one to this one, this one to the one. So we get a lot of values because normally we use KNN for small data sets, so it doesn't take too much efforts to calculate all the Euclidean distances. Now after we have of course, after we have calculated the Euclidean distances, then we can have a ranking. What's the ranking? Like which shape is which 2 items are closest to the question mark. So maybe this one. After calculation, we find out, okay, is this maybe 2 is not good number, maybe 3. Okay, so this three item is closest. These 3 items are closest to the question mark. Now, because there are, like, among the 3, there are two circles. then we predict that, okay, most probably this question marked individual is a circle. Okay, so this is the principle of KNN. Of course, you don't need to manually calculate out all the Euclidean distances. You just use, like in Python or R, just like one line code. So now I have to elaborate like what Euclidean distance is, how to calculate it manually. For example, if this triangles, how to say that? Coordinate, yes, is A, B, and its question mark is X and Y. So the Euclidean distance is like this. Use a different color. Why do I use such a colorful background? It's because I like it. I think it's better to use whiteboard, but I just like this picture. So X subtract A and squared and plus Y minus B and squared. So this is the Euclidean distance. Okay, that's all for today. See you next time.